Thank you very much. Well, Joby, before we get into the fishing, do you have any other thoughts you wanted to share with the folks? You obviously broadcast the softball championship game on Saturday, and looking back after listening to it and reviewing everything in your mind, any other thoughts on that championship you'd like to throw out there?
Oh, and you said I broadcast. Really, Gene does the heavy lifting, and I just get to sit and talk. But it is a get-to kind of a deal, and so I'm appreciative that I get to do that with Gene and with the Pecos Valley Broadcasting. But I guess just the final thoughts I had is I didn't say this on air then, but I can say it now because it's over. I never had a doubt. I never had even one little tiny doubt, and I liken it back to when my son was playing for the Bulldogs football, and when my nephew was playing, Jeff's son, and they got to a state game. And I've had a lot of people ask me, and you even asked me about it, talking about state games. And I failed to mention both of my brothers played in state games. Jeff was the first state game championship game for Coach Henderson. I think it was his third year here, and my middle brother Jeff was a senior, and I remember that game. We got beat that year by Goddard, and I remember not having the feeling I had with all the other state games that I've been associated with, which was, I have no doubt.
Right.
Ty, my youngest brother, then the next year, which was Coach Henderson's fourth year, they went on a three-peat, and each year I just had no doubt. I didn't have any. As a brother, I wasn't nervous about it. I thought, well, we're going to win. Yeah. And then when my oldest son and my youngest son both were on the state championship team in 2010, same thing. I had no doubt. And then my nephew, Justin, his 2 years that he was a quarterback for the Bulldogs, that they went to the state championship, same thing. I just had no doubt. Well, that's how I felt Saturday. And I didn't want to say it
right
then because I didn't want people to if for somehow we lost, which I knew we weren't going to, but people say, well, he jinxed us, kind of a deal, which obviously don't have that power. But anyways, a great game. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, our girls, the young ladies on the Artesia softball team are really good and just played just like they have all year. They didn't blow anybody out in the playoffs necessarily, but just the strong pitching of our Riley Crandall with the strong defense behind her. And then just timely hitting. I got to thinking about it, Gene. We were coming home, and all of our hits, everything came in one inning. But that was okay. Gallup couldn't get anything going, so the one hitter and the one walk for our defense. And they put the ball in play some. It wasn't like they couldn't get it at all, but it was very little because I think she had 14 or 15 strikeouts. So, over the course of 7 innings, which is pretty good.
On the Max Prefs, it said 14. Eric was saying 15, but I think it was 14.
I thought we had 14.
Yeah, I thought that's what
I heard
you
that
said.
This morning also from the news here on the radio,
Eric,
that he said 15. So either way, she had a lot.
Yeah.
But the defense behind her played well too when they did put it in play, and then just the bats came alive in that one inning, and we had some hits kind of sprinkled throughout, but that one inning kind of spread them together.
Put them together
and put some runs on the board, and so got the state championship. It was a lot of fun to watch. It's a lot of fun. I'm really excited about our new year from our standpoint, getting to broadcast football and basketball and volleyball and baseball and all the things that we get to do. I'm hoping, as you and I talked about it, that everything's going to be back to normal come August. So it's exciting to look forward to that. And I'll segue right into fishing with that, because we're still in the middle of our fishing season, kind of in the middle, I should say, because we've got I think we have 3 tournaments left for the Pecos Valley Bassmasters before our championship, and that is this month. Well, actually June. We've already had our tournament, so I was about to say we're in July, but we're not.
Well,
July,
will be Thursday.
We will be Thursday. So in July, we're going to go to Lake Fort Phantom Hill, which is right north of Abilene. I've talked about that lake before. We just started fishing it, I think, last year. Either last year or year before. The guys, they'll correct me here in a minute. They'll tell me, no, we fished 2 years ago. But anyway, it's going to be an individual tournament. And actually, all the rest of our tournaments for Pecos Valley Bassmasters are individual tournaments. We're going to be at Lake Fort Phantom Hill on July 24th and 25th. And then in August, we're scheduled to be at Hubbard Creek, which is in Breckenridge, Texas. So really just down the road not too far from Phantom Hill. That's in August 21st and 22nd. September, we're looking to go back to Stamford. We were there for the first time this month. So in June, we went to Stamford Lake. And then in October is when we have our scheduled, October 16th and 17th is when we have our championship scheduled. All of these things are subject to change. We try to keep them the same, what we've written, but sometimes we do make changes based on weather, based on conditions at the lake, and things like that. But that's where we're at now with Pecos Valley Bassmasters. We're also a member club of the New Mexico Bass Nation. We've talked about that a little bit here on air, and we're having a fundraiser right now. And I've failed to mention this the last 3 or 4 times. I should have been talking about it every time, every week, and I haven't.
Yeah.
But we're having a fundraiser, and I don't know. Let's see here if I can get that in front of the camera. But we're selling. We're selling these tumblers. We have 16 colors to choose from.
Oh my goodness!
And these are 30-ounce. They're polar ice tumblers, so they're not Yetis. They're polar ice.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the exact same thing. We've got 16 different colors, and they have the New Mexico Bass Nation logo on them. And it's a fundraiser for our 2022 team. 2022. We talked about 20, and then anyway, 2022 team. We're selling these, and our last day, actually, for our orders is tomorrow. But any of the listeners out there that want to take a look at these, they're $30, and again, they're maybe a little higher than maybe what you'd find online or at a Walmart or something, but it's because we need to add a little bit to make some, because we got to buy them first, obviously.
Right.
And then if you would like your name engraved on them as well, because this isn't a piece of plastic, this is actually engraved on there.
Mm-hmm.
You can get either your first or last name for an additional $10, and we're selling those. You can go to our New Mexico Bass Nation Facebook page, and you'll see the order form there. Anybody out there that's listening, we'd love to have you buy 1 or 2 or 100 of these. That'd be awesome, because the money we're making above what we're paying for them is going to our team to help with expenses. Don't know yet where we're going next year, and I say I hope I make the team. I'm fishing them. I might as well try to make the team.
Yeah.
And that leads me to our last 2 qualifying tournaments are not this coming weekend, but the next weekend at Conscious Lake. If you are a member,
this is not a Pecos Valley.
This is not a Pecos Valley Bassmasters. This is a qualifying tournament for New Mexico Bass Nation, which is what I'm talking about with these tumblers.
Mm-hmm.
July 10th and 11th. I think that's Saturday and Sunday. Is that right? July 10th and 11th.
It is.
It is. So we're having our final 2 qualifiers. So we've had 2 already. We fished at Ute Lake a month ago, and now we're going to fish our next 2. They're one-day tournaments. You take your top 3 out of 4 points, and that creates the top 10 anglers, the top 10 co-anglers make our team, and then we have an alternate in each. So we'll take 22 anglers to the regionals next year. This year we've talked about it here, we went, and I made the team, and we went to Kansas. It was up in Milford, Kansas, at Junction City, Kansas, Milford Lake in Junction City, Kansas. Next year, I'm not sure where we're going, but it'll be in one of the 8 states that is in the Central Regional. It even could be New Mexico. It's possible. But that team, that's part of what we're doing with our fundraiser, will be qualified not this weekend, but next weekend up at Conscious Lake. If you're a member of New Mexico Bass Nation and you didn't realize somehow we're missing you, with our emails and all of our correspondence, please reach out to me. You can go to Pecos Valley Bassmasters. You can get that email there. You can go to New Mexico Bass Nation, and you're going to see our website, which is NewMexicoBassNation.com or NMBN.com. Type in New Mexico Bass Nation. I may be giving that wrong. It may be NMBFN.com, but in any case,
we're going to find out.
We'll find out right now. New Mexico Bass Nation. If you type that in, you're going to find us. I'm trying to think of our website. I think it has, because it used to be Federation Nation, and the Federation has been dropped, but I think our website still has New Mexico Bass Federation Nation. So NMBFN.com.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and bring that up, and I'll fix the cropping on it there.
Okay.
So there's the New Mexico Bass Nation.
Yeah,
website
that's our homepage, and there's a lot of information there. You can also get a lot of information on our Facebook page. So if you type in New Mexico Bass Nation, and we have a group where people can post, and then we also have a page. So there's two New Mexico Bass, and there's a difference between the two. The page, obviously, we control and we put all the information in, but we share it all to our community group as well. And so anybody out there listening want to learn more about New Mexico Bass Nation, go to our Facebook page or to nmbfn.com, which is our website. You can also, here in Southeast New Mexico, we have the Pecos Valley Bassmasters, of which I'm the president and tournament director, and we'd love you to visit our website, pvbm.club, and we're on Facebook as well. And so I try to put stuff on Facebook weekly. I don't necessarily always do that, but definitely around our tournaments I do. And if you go there to our website, you can look at our tournament schedule. You can see everything that we do as a bass club here in Southeast New Mexico. So,
and I thought I had you on my tabs here, and but that's PVB. That's
pvbm.club, Pecos Valley Bassmasters.club.
Oh, .club.
.club, yeah.
And then that brings up your page as well. So
yeah, and you can learn all about us there. You can see our tabs and just click on those. And I still have got some updating to do, but as far as this year goes, and pictures and some updating on our tournament schedule or on our tournament results, but you still can get a lot of information even going back 3 years. I think we built that 3 years ago, that website, and so we've got some information there. But if you're interested in fishing, and one more thing I want to say, Gene, is that I've got several as the Secretary Treasurer, I'm in charge of getting all of our invoicing out for our tournaments for New Mexico Bass Nation. I'm the Secretary Treasurer of that state organization, and people will call me directly or text me or email me with questions, members of our organization, and I think right now I've got 3 different members that does not have a non-boater. I talked to one this morning, in fact, out of Albuquerque, and so if anybody out there is interested and wants to fish, maybe you've never been a member, but you want to join New Mexico Bass Nation and get your feet wet, so to say, get a hook wet with us. I do have 3. Because
spots.
a lot of times there's a lot of people that love to fish, but they don't have a boat. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. We have some boaters that are actively looking for non-boaters, and it's not a team effort or anything like that. So they'll take anyone that wants to fish. You just pay your fees, and then you're in the tournament, and you'll be on the back of the boat. You'll be the non-boater, what we call the non-boater or the co-angler. But it's a little less entry fee. To enter in a Mexico Bass Nation qualifying tournament, it's $100 per tournament for the boater, and it's $50 for the non-boater. The big bass pot is $10 each tournament, so that's either way for the non-boater or the boater, and the fish limit is a little different too. For the boater, the angler, they can catch 5 fish limit. The co-angler is a 3 fish limit. So there's some minor differences, but again, I know of at least 2. The third one may have, I'm thinking he may have texted me last week and said he found a non-boater. But the bottom line is, if you're out there and you're like, boy, I've been interested, I just don't have a boat, I'm not sure what to do, please reach out. You can go to my website. You can get my information and contact me directly, either via phone, text, or email. And we've got some boaters that are actively looking in the state. I think both of the 2, I think all 3 of them are up in the Albuquerque area, but that doesn't matter. You just make your way to Conscious Lake,
right?
And I can put you in contact with them before then, and you can get joined and fish. So encourage anybody out there that is interested to do that.
Okay, and again, that's pvbm.club for the local,
nmbfn.com. For the state. That's our websites. You can look us up on Facebook, either Pecos Valley Bassmasters and or New Mexico Bass Nation.
Excellent. Well, Joby, thank you very much. Appreciate you stopping by, and don't forget to get a hold of Joby or go online to order your mugs there, your travel mugs.
Yep.
$30 if you don't want it customized. $40 if you want it customized.
First
with
or
your
last name, not both, but one of the 2.
One of the 2, and 16 colors.
16 colors. I know that I know that there was 2 ordered just really right in this area, and they got orange and black.
Yeah,
so,
imagine
maybe some bulldog colors.
There you go. So get those ordered by tomorrow,
please,
so that you can help benefit the Pecos Valley Bassmasters
and New Mexico Bass Nation, really,
and New Mexico Bass Nation. All right, Joby, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And our thanks